Hey guys, welcome back to the Hardcore Fishing series in Stormworks. Today, we are actually going to be doing something interesting, or maybe not. It depends whether you like building or not. So, today, we're going to be working on our fishing boat that is not there. And, yeah, hopefully we can make it look better, make it work a little bit better, and overall just be better. So, let's go ahead and get on with it, shall we? Okay, so previously we obviously added this at the back. These are our two new propellers on each side, and honestly, they are awesome, or at least they look awesome. We haven't tested them out yet, so we do need to do that. What else did we end up doing? We added these little connectors right here, which, to be fair, actually do work, but I am thinking maybe we actually raise these guys up by one so that they connect a little bit nicer without stressing out this connection right here. Feel like that makes sense. From there, I actually want to go ahead and paint this thing, because at the minute it's white. I think I want it to be red. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so first up, let's go ahead and cut this, move it upwards one, and paste it right there. We're then going to do the same thing with this guy. In fact, this is probably a bad idea, but maybe not. Alright, here we go. Move that up, paste it there as well. We now need to... I need this to go back in here. There we go. We now need one of these guys to go in there on both sides, obviously, and we need to merge both of these down. There we go. I should test that out, but for now, we'll leave it. Okay, so time for redness. Let's go ahead and get the right color, which is, of course, Frantic Red. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and essentially joke the outside, just like this. And it's going to be red everywhere. There we go. Mainly just on the outside like that, but we'll do it in other places too. Let's do the front end as well. Don't know why I'm not mirroring, but I should be. Okay, let's go ahead and paint all of this. And we'll see what it looks like once it's done. Okay, so that is it, pretty much red. I've painted all the way around the outside and the inside of this bit back here. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether I should or shouldn't do this, but I kind of want to paint the inside of this as well, and in fact, possibly even around the top too, so yeah, actually, you know what, let's do that. Okay, so I wanted to see what it looked like, and there we go. So honestly, I do think that looks pretty good in red. We'll keep it in red. That back there is, of course, our air supply and our exhaust, and I feel like they should actually stay there. I don't remember what other issues we were actually having with this, but presumably quite a few. But let's go ahead and add some deck lights around the bottom before we do anything else, and maybe on the inside too. We also need to make a way downstairs so that we can actually get to the back of the boat to repair the engine. Yeah. Also, this thing is moving around like crazy in the waves. Okay, so I've added a hell of a lot of lights to this thing. We've got lights inside this deck back here, which I'm assuming will light up this bit right here as well. I'm not going to add extras for the sides. We've then got deck lights back here, some lighting up this area, some lighting up the sides, more lighting up the sides back here, and we've got two lighting up the front. If we go to the top, I've actually added these, so we can actually see forwards. If we go to the back, I've added these, so we can see backwards. And I've actually added these guys back here, so that we can see down into the water, which I think is actually a pretty smart idea. We've also added these lights back here for this deck, and on the inside, we've still got that light, and if we go downstairs, we've got that light back there, and this light right here. All I need to do now is attach all of them to the electricity and some buttons. Okie dokie, it is all connected. Let's go ahead and spawn this thing in, and we will see what it looks like with those lights on. The other thing I should mention is, I think instead of these two being independent of each other, they're actually going to be put on the same... What is that? Oh, that's the refueler. But yeah, they're going to be put on the same handle, because I think that'll actually make things a little bit easier. When I say easier, I mean balance and stuff like that is so much easier when both sides are the same. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump across. There we go. We will go inside. These lights aren't currently connected to anything, which I think is fine. We're going to go upstairs, and if we go to here, we get spotlights, both front and rear. Those ones are working, and those ones are working. And then if we go to this one, we've obviously got our deck lights. If we now make it nighttime by doing this, here we go, bosh, you can see pretty much everything that you need to see with on the boat. So there you go. Not too bad. You know, I was just thinking, I don't think we added any coolant for this engine. Somehow, it actually managed to go from here all the way to the other place. We've actually went quite far with this, considering it had no coolant. Anyway, let's go down below. We will delete this guy right here, and I'm going to add the coolant system pretty much down here in the water. That'll be fine. Okay, I believe that is everything changed over. So now everything should be mounted to this guy right here. Let's just go ahead and make sure we got 4 lines coming off each of these. Yes, yes, yes. That only needs 2. That only needs 2. And this goes to here, which should go into both of these, I think. So if that goes into there, maybe it should go to there too. There we go. That is literally everything under control now, I think. Yes. Okay, so we also need to make sure these are controlled. So let's do that real quick. This is left and... No, it's not. Hold on. This is for up and down, which is right there. And this A and D needs... Oh, no, sorry. Left and right needs to go to here. And that should be it, I think. Let's go and spawn it in, test all of those things out, and maybe go to sleep, make sure there's less waves, and then maybe we could actually go fishing again, I guess. Okay, so this is the current situation. We are pretty much full throttle now, so we are going 20 meters per second, which is pretty decently fast. We're using quite a lot of fuel because of that, and we are driving about. Honestly, I think that's actually pretty sick. It runs quite nicely. It seems relatively stable. So maybe we could actually do a fishing run like this. I don't know. Is there anywhere up here we can actually sell fish? Terminal Komodo makes sense. I guess over here on Sawyer Isles, down there we could sell fish. But how far away is that? To be fair, that's probably like even further. Yes, it is. So if we want to, we could go fishing, go all the way down there, and actually catch fish and sell them down there. Uh-oh. Whoa! Okay, right. We're going to have some issues in these big waves, though. So let's turn around. We'll actually add some weight to the bottom of this. I also need to move these guys around a little bit, because at the minute, obviously, when we were actually dropping fish in there, we had to lift up the fish out of there and put them in the dispenser thing. So that's a thing as well. Anyway, let's go back, and we'll sort that out. Okay, so to counter the issues with obviously unloading the fish, I've done this. It might not be the prettiest solution, and it might not be the best solution, but it should actually work. So that is literally lifted up by a full height of one of these. Underneath, we've actually added extra storage by adding extra ones of those. Yeah. Anyway, this is pretty much ready to go. Obviously, we do still need some sort of stabilization, but we can probably wait on that for now. And in fact, actually, we could add more fuel to this, but we're not going to do that yet either. What I'm going to do is go to both sides, go to the center of this, delete it all the way down like this, get ourselves some weight blocks, and shove those in. That's all I'm going to do. So grab these, shove it in the center, all the way backwards like this, and we're going to change the color of this to red, and that's it. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and save it, spawn it in again, and see what it looks like now. Bosh! Okay, what do you look like now? It's a little bit lower in the water, that's fine. Our engine is definitely more powerful than it needs to be, so that's a thing. But, yeah. Also, it's very heavy towards the back. I'm gonna delete some of that weight at the back and add some to the front. Oh, and I almost forgot, actually. We need to build a floor down here so that we can actually get down here. We don't really have to get down that bit, but I guess we can. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go ahead and seal that bit off. There we go, right, good. So, we can go through this door, we can go back here, now we can go downstairs, and that's fine. However, we can't actually do that, because we got no way of doing it. Let's go to the center of here, delete these, delete this guy right here, and this guy right here. Shove this guy in, going down to the bottom, and there we go. Alright, so every other one can be deleted, and will be deleted. There we go, and that's fine. Do these guys going upwards? Bosh, 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 excellent. Add a little bit of a wall going out the sides, and shove this guy onto there. We're then going to delete these guys, get ourselves a hatch, and I'm going to shove that directly in the center. Just like so. Bosh. Alright, cool. So now we can actually go downstairs, and everything will be fine. I'm not going to lie, I feel like the engines in this thing are a little bit too big for it, but let's go ahead and go in reverse really quickly. There we go. Yes. Go ahead and go forwards. And that's, yeah, I mean, look at it. If we wanted to go really, really fast, we could make this thing go really fast. But I don't want to go really fast. That's the thing. We just need to go slow, because it's a fishing trawler, not a, like, speedboat. Alright, how much fuel is that using? Not very much. We'll go to, like, 30% throttle. No, that's too high. 25%? Yeah, 4... No, okay, 4 seems too slow. Let's go, like, 10, if we can. There you go, 8. I mean, 8 works. So we will actually go to 30%. Okay, so let's say that that's fine. We now need to actually push these guys out over the edges. Oh, they actually both go the same way now. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, right, we gotta go back and fix that. We gotta go back and fix it. But once we fix it, everything should be fine. And then we can actually do fishing again. And what I'm gonna do, actually, is maybe fish around this area to begin with, and then sail down. Without the fishing nets down. Because you don't really catch much in the actual water itself. In the deep water, anyway. Okie dokie. Right, let's see what happens this time. So, I want to throw these guys off the sides. What is happening right now? Why isn't it... Oh, okay, hold on. There we go. So, I want to throw these guys off the sides. If I do down, both of which do actually go down. That's awesome. I think this side, it might be stuck somewhere. Yeah, it's stuck on the deck. This side is in the water. Right, so now I've got to go downstairs again. Here we go. Grab this guy. Luckily, I did actually put handles on these. Drag it this way. I can't. I can't actually drag it anywhere because it's too powerful. It's too heavy. Right, here we go. Try and push it off the side. I can't even. I'm struggling. I'm trying my best, though. Right, let's go back and... Actually, you know what? We can do it from here. Yeah. There we go. Right, okay. So, let's do this. And this. There we go. So you have to, like, sort of chuck them into the water. That's fine. So now if we press 5... Is it 5 or 4? It's actually 4. There we go. That will actually lower the nets down a little bit. Okay. This one seems to be having issues, but it is now going down. Excellent. And then if we want to extend them, we just press 1. And they extend at the same time. Look at that! That's actually pretty good. They overlap still quite a bit, but that's probably fine. Alright, there we go. Just make them as big as we possibly can before they start doing some weird stuff. Sometimes they do some weird stuff eventually. But this is looking pretty good. We can probably leave them just like that. Yeah. The fact that they do overhang this much over each other, though, does mean that maybe we should actually modify them a bit and have them extend even further out. That would make sense. Look at how cool this looks, by the way. We are, like, bouncing over the waves like an actual ship. We're just, like, sailing through it. This actually feels very sort of realistic, you know? The bounces feel right. Everything feels right. Obviously, in the inside of this thing, it doesn't feel too right because there's my seating for anyone that we might end up rescuing. The lights in here look like this. We've got a gun right there. And my bedroom is this. This is literally my bedroom. But you know what? That's fine. It's okay. All we gotta do is wait, catch a bunch of fish, and then we can sail down. My idea, by the way, is that we do actually catch fish around this area, and then we go back, we sort of pump a bunch of... You know what, actually? We didn't add any hose connectors to this, or any electrical charges. We have no way of filling up the fuel tank. Okay, yeah, that's really silly. That's really silly. But anyway, how many fish have I caught? There's one there, and there's another one up there, and another one right there. And if we go to this side, there's one at the top. We've got one down here. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's fine. We're going to keep all of those. Yeah, so I've been a bit silly, in fact, not adding all of those things, but we're going to ignore it. We survived one trip, we're going to survive another. Also, I needed to add, like, connectors to the front of this thing at some point, but I also didn't do that. So there's a lot of failures that we could have and some issues that we could have because of it, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Right, so I've only been sailing around for a little bit, and to be fair, we've literally went just around here. So what I'm going to do is stop the engine. We are very much inefficient. I need to change the engines. But what we're going to do is retract these. Yeah? No? Question mark? Yeah, retract. And we're going to lift them up. So press 5. There we go. So we do have some issues at the minute with the fact that they are sort of stuck in the ground again. I hate the fact that this keeps happening, but it totally is happening, which sucks. But yeah, there you go. You can see all of the fish that we've caught so far. They do eventually get unplugged from the floor. But it's still an issue that that is even happening. And yeah, we've actually caught a whole bunch of fish this time. Look at this. Look at all those fishies. Nice. And that is within like a space of not much time at all. I like this. It actually totally works. So now that we've got them all up here, we just lift them both up. All right. And we bring them in, which is just like this. Okie dokie. And we bring them down again. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And then when you want to empty them, you just press 3. And there you go. So all of these fish are actually going to be released back into the water. Most of them go into this side. So what I'm going to do is actually move this bit backwards a bit, and that'll be fine. And that might be just the same amount of fish that we actually caught last time. So yeah, that's not terrible. Not terrible at all. But yeah, all of this needs to be like one system. Yeah, cool. Anyway, for now, I'm going to end this video here. In the next one, I think we'll sort that bit out. We'll sort an engine out that works a little bit nicer. I might just delete some of the cylinders, to be honest. And yeah, that system up there actually works really well. So, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.